USA for it. Let's go. Let's go.
Welcome to day 4 of the World Hockey Championship, just after 4 p.m. local time, Ostrava Arena, as we focus on Group B. We're excited for this one. The Slovakia fans are excited for this one. They were getting revved up at about 10 a.m. this morning, getting ready for this big matchup versus Team USA. Slovakia, Juraj Slafkovský, the first overall pick, the 20-year-old, coming off a win over Kazakhstan 6-2 after they lost their opener. The United States also win versus Germany. Their last game, they lost their opener versus Sweden. I'll look at your referees and some Canadian content. You can see Michael Campbell and Mark Pierce, your refs, and the men running the lines from Czechia and from Sweden. There's the head coach for Team USA, John Hines, who just finished his second season in the NHL behind the bench for the Minnesota Wild. He was a coach here before, head coach 2016, and assistant as well. 3 medals coaching the U18 program as well. This guy is a legend in Slovakia, Craig Ramsey. His 6th straight year behind the bench. Every time during ovations, Slafkovský's was pretty loud. This guy gets the loudest cheer of all, and of all the faithful here from Slovakia that have made the trip here to Czechia. They love him there. Brian, we've been looking forward to this one. So many great storylines. You got the United States, their high-powered offense. You also have Cole Caulfield going up against Juraj Slafkovský, their live mates back home in the National Hockey League. What are you looking forward to in this game?
Well, the atmosphere is going to be great. Craig Ramsey said this is like a second home for him. As far as John Hines goes, yeah, the atmosphere is good, but we're going to have to have communication, momentum, and composure, because this home team is really going to be going nuts. Basically, their home fans are running the show here. The U.S. basically gets booed when they get introduced here. And you know what? That can really rev you up if you're a player, too. So that atmosphere adds a lot here. This is going to be a really good game. Slovakia 1-1. The U.S. is 1-1. Both have something to prove.
What bad piece of news. Look at that right off the drop. Into Pospisil. Yeah. I love it. 2 NHLers back home and ready to go. I hope that sets the tone. And right off the draw, we might have a call early.
Yeah,
I love it.
That was interesting to say the least. Pospisil's been really good. He had 2 goals against Kazakhstan. And Shane Pinto's in a bad mood. Another elbow and another cross check right off the second draw.
Buckle in. Pospisil Calgary Flames, the captain Brady Tkachuk, Ottawa Senators. It's going to be chippy. It's going to be loud in his building.
You wonder if something happened during the NHL or something somewhere along the line. I mean, as soon as they looked at each other, that was it.
Okay, guys, right there.
Dropping the puck, cross checks, elbow in the head, sticking your forehead in there. Yeah, love it. Great start.
So Pinto on a line now with Caulfield and Tkachuk, the captain. And there's Nedeljkovic, his first save on his first shot in the tournament. One piece of bad news for the United States. Look at this, Pinto. They're right back at it again. I love it. Bad piece of news for the United States. Alex Lyon was hurt last game. He was cut on his hand area, so he's flown back home. Nedeljkovic getting his first start. And the youngster, Trey Augustine, the 19-year-old, he came in relief, and he was awesome in their last game. It was the win for USA versus Germany. So the 2 goalies going forward. They can add another goalie, and it sounds like, according to Claire Hanna and chatting with John Hines, they have that opportunity to add a goalie. We're just not sure who that is as of yet. As Cole Caulfield just out of the reach of Pinto, and Samuel Halovai out to play it. Just signed a 2-year entry-level deal with the Wild in April of this year, back home in the NHL. The team that John Hines coaches. Here's Caulfield. They'll get it back from Jones. Caulfield, wrist shot, knocked down in front, never got through, and chipped to center by Slovakia. And this is a rematch of a pre-competition game. These 2 teams met in Bratislava to get warmed up for the tournament. You heard Laura Dykin talk about that, and it's for real right now. It didn't matter, but it was USA winning that game. Juraj Slafkovský, by the way, scored a highlight reel goal, though, in that game for Slovakia. Here's Jake Sanderson.
Caulfield and Tkachuk have the most shots on goal. Caulfield probably should have twice as many as he does. He's missed a few times, too.
Driving towards the front of the net was Matt Boldy, who's been really strong the first 2 games for USA. Sanderson, wrist shot. And in the pads of Halovai, and he'll hold. And if this is an indication, what do you always say, setting the tone, Brian? They're setting the tone here in this game.
Yeah, so special teams are going to be a factor, that's for sure, because of all the pushing and shoving already. The U.S. is 2 for 6 on their power play, and they're 1 for 1. They've only taken 1 penalty so far. That's the fewest of anybody in the tournament. There's no surprise there, and that's good news. 2 for 6 on the power play, certainly not bad. Derek Lalonde runs the penalty for the U.S. team. Jack Capuano runs the penalty killing for them.
All time, the United States 7 wins, 5 losses, 1 tie versus Slovakia in this championship. Nelson. Puck battle. There's Juraj Slafkovský on the right wing for Slovakia. Trying to feed it up the ice. Hrivik. They'll bring it in. Hrivik, Solaric, Slafkovský, the top line for Slovakia. They're out right now. Slafkovský trying to get it towards the net. He was interrupted by Brock Nelson. Played up for Slafkovský. They'll work it down low. Pass across. Oh, right through the crease. What a great chance. Peter Solaric nearly opened up the scoring. Nelson, maybe a 2-on-1 the other way with Boldy. Nelson kind of lost the puck. He gets it back. Boldy shot. What a stop. Halavai. Point blank. What a save. Backhanded in by Jeff Petrie. Nelson keeps it moving. USA changing on the fly. Jumping on the ice is Trevor Zegras of the Anaheim Ducks. He'll feed the far point. There's Nelson. Zegras leads. Farabee behind the net. Farabee got pinned by Mario Gurman. Petrie now goes to work in the corner. Loving the tone early in this hockey game. Patrick Koch. They'll play it up that left side. Slafkovský was picking up some speed at center, but that line at the end of a shift, and they're going to start a change.
Craig Ramsey wants to see a little more detail in their team's game. He said we played with more enthusiasm our second game, but still the shifts were too long, and we can't get away with that against the U.S. team because they're too fast, too quick, and they score too easily.
That'll be an icing against Team USA, and the noisy crowd. Claire Hanna was talking with John Hines about the noise. They'll have to be prepared for line changes on the bench.
The first chance for Slovakia, not great coverage down low. Sanderson was in front of the net. He tried to play the puck but didn't have his man. And because of that, Solaric had to go right through the crease area. That should have been a slam dunk. He knows he missed a big opportunity. Sometimes you just miss where you are and don't get a sense of where the net is. You put that right back through the crease.
Joel Farabee, the flip in. Zegras trying to dance in there. Radosik Gajduš. Pass dipped across. Andre Kadurna. Pace up the right side. Kadurna stops in the corner. Kadurna tried to send it back at feet. Score! Milos Kelemen, first goal. It's 1-0 Slovakia.
The top unit on defense is out there for the U.S., and this was not very good coverage in front of the net either. You got to be aware of who's coming to the net. Can't be just looking at the puck in the corner. Player coming late on the play here. Nobody sees him. Neither Jones nor Werenski are looking. Kadurna, nice job getting it deep, getting everybody's attention, and all alone in front of the net. Kelemen on the backhand has way too much time and room. U.S. team looks like they're playing more zone. That's okay. But when you're in front of the net, that's your zone, and you better have somebody. And so far, 0 for 2 in that department. It's cost them 1 goal against.
Some jump in the building here for Team Slovakia. Not even 4 minutes in, they have the lead. Halavai made the save, played it behind the net. There's Martin Fehervari, the NHLer, out of his own zone, up that left wing. Fehervari with speed. They come deep, 4 deep, and the shot right on to Delkovic. A good rush there by Slovakia.
Well, John Hines had talked about they're going to have communication, momentum, and composure because there's going to be lots of enthusiasm here from the fans. Take another look at that goal, and you can see exactly what happened. If you're just watching what's happening around the puck area, and that is exactly what happened to the U.S. Nobody had him, and he made him pay.
That fan zone outside, my goodness. They were lined up for hours before the game. It is a raucous crowd and a fun part of why we love the World Hockey Championship. Halavai will settle the puck down. Nemitz lays it up ice. Thomas Tatar, the captain. He'll stop in the corner, rips it in front, and just out of the reach Regenda was cruising in, and Hudacek part of this other line. They got some good depth here, Slovakia. Hudacek will jam it in. There's Tatar. In comes Lukas Single. Single. Far boards. Pinto able to clear it. There's Sanderson with Hughes. Hughes drops it off. Brady Kachuk. Free shot in and out of a low by. Hughes one more time. High wrister. Missed the mark, and no surprise. Nemitz, he had his hands full with Kachuk. Parked right in front of the net. Little bit of space. Libor Hudacek stops at the line. And then he comes to center, so Slovakia's got to get back on side.
Hudacek's been a terrific player for him. He's got 4 points already in 2 games. That's 4th overall in the entire tournament. Only Bedard, Dogovins, and Yossi have more points than him.
Slavkovsky brings it in. Little flip pass. Wanted Solaric. Off his stick to Johnny Gaudreau. Up for Boldy. Matt Boldy at center. High wrister. Good velocity. And Holovi's going to play it to the line. And it gets to center. Nice little move at the blue line. Slavkovsky tried to lay it back. USA coming in numbers. Boldy Gaudreau. Boldy Gaudreau. Backhand. What a stop. Samuel Holovi got across and kept it out. No stick right now for Patrick Koch, so he goes into the corner with Gaudreau. His stick's in the corner. Picked up by Cherishnak. Can't clear at the line, and finally does, and here's a break. Chance it tight shot, and a big save, and a much-needed one by Nedeljkovic. Slovakia is coming. Kadurna, a great chance in tight.
Wow, this is wide open hockey for sure. Here's the second chance. USA again have to pay more attention to the speed guy before they get the puck. Here's the 2-on-1. But watch Boldy. Boldy looks like you can see the angle of the stick. He wants to pass all the way. He never looked like he was going to be a threat to shoot. Holobai was able to read off of that, and he made the slide across. He already saw what was coming.
Cherishnak skating in on Farabee. Cherishnak able to drop it off. Sugel under some pressure by 2 Americans, and Farabee able to take it away. There's Jones. Quick pass, look out, turnover, pass in front, the shot just wide. Arten Pascal-Rudis.
Jones corrected his mistake. He got back in time. Otherwise, that's a goal.
Trevor Zegras in his own zone. He'll play it around. Seth Jones, 4 medals all time internationally for the United States. Never goal at this level. Zegras waiting. Across, block, tries again. Had Farabee, and then Pospisil gives him a shot. Cherishnak from his own line. Up for Regenda. Pavel Regenda, 87's had a great tournament as well. Plays in the AHL in San Diego, and he's been a difference maker thus far. Simon Nemitz, he'll pick it up. Wrist shot knocked down. Good block by Sanderson. It comes to center. Michael Levon shoots it in. 37 minutes gone. Great pace in this first period. Pospisil shot wide with Regenda. Cruising towards the front of the net. Pospisil the body check. Played in front and cleaned up in time. Good pressure by Slovakia.
That was a lot better in front of the net. That was Jake Sanderson. Played the puck, did something with it, but also had to make sure he had his check before there was any rebound chance.
Nemitz had to delay. Slovakia changing shot, just tipped wide. Singal, a good battle in front. They'll work it into the corner. That drive right through the crease area as the shot missed. Slovakia bouncing puck to the line, and the slap shot just missed. Thomas Tatar trying to spin away the captain. Up top, wrist shot stopped, and the second try also upended as František Gajdoš couldn't get a good look as Golian is back. Golian watched by Mikey Asimov. Asimov, the only returning player from last year at the championship for USA. The Americans lost the bronze medal game in overtime to Latvia. Good burst of speed. Solaric brings it in. Give and go. Solaric to the forehand. Big stop, Nedeljkovic. You gotta love the pace. Kellerman's made it 1-0.
The Slovaks said they wanted to get some offense from good defensive position. They're doing a pretty good job of that. They know the U.S. is fast and they're jumping. As far as the U.S. go, they said they were too loose against Sweden defensively, and they were better against Germany. Right now, it's more like Sweden. They're too loose.
Poke at the line. That drive just wide as Berman let it fly. Cehlarik couldn't keep it in. Pass behind Boldy. And it will not be icing as played by Halovai. Cehlarik got back with some speed to pick up the puck. He'll flip it off. Arivik. Juraj Slafkovsky takes a look at center, tries to chip it in. Petrie. Pass for Brock Nelson. Nice move at center. Nelson over the line with Gaudreau. They'll throw it across. Pass behind Boldy. And picked up again. Peter Cehlarik. Slafkovsky chips it back to him. Slafkovsky. Arivik goes to the net. Pass. Hit a body. Still in play. Arivik in the corner. Jerishnak. Reshot. Slafkovsky just missing the tip as the shot went wide. Still yet to see Slafkovsky and Caulfield out at the same time. Keeping an eye on that.
Right now, the U.S. doesn't have an answer for Arivik, Slafkovsky, and Cehlarik. By far, the best line on the ice. They've made some terrific plays already in this game.
Caulfield on right now, that top line. Peter Cehlarik, he's been a difference maker.
Yeah, he's got the goal in the game so far, and he's also the one that fought his way through. There's a little give and go that worked. This is after he had already scored the goal. Almost pulled that one off. He nearly put it 5-hole. Nifty little play in between, but the U.S. way too loose on the reads. They're on the rush. That just shouldn't happen. Sorry, my mistake. Kellerman has the goal. Cehlarik had a couple of chances there, but Kellerman has the goal.
Here's Werenski in for Caulfield. Cole Caulfield racing after the puck. Caulfield still with it. Kachuk's in front. Jones is in deep for USA. Swung across. Zach Werenski. Werenski, nice little move. Skates it in. Werenski, wrist shot. Couldn't bury that up top. Halovai's been sharp. Caulfield couldn't accept the pass clean as Bosco Rudis can't clear. Kachuk in the corner. Kachuk spun around. Caulfield. Pinto up for Jones. He's under some pressure from Zuka. Caulfield go back. Took it away. Gave to Werenski. Werenski in. Shoots a high one. Off the stick and high off the glass. Find the net.
Love to see the defenseman getting up in the play and shooting the puck right away. That's twice Werenski's done.
Kevin Hayes lost the puck. Spun around by Regenda. Sanderson. Gets it back from Asimont. Sanderson up for Hayes. A little bit of room. Hayes in front. Luukkonen was driving in. Couldn't get there in time. Yvonne. He'll dump it in. And Pospisil was racing in on Hughes, but that'll be icing.
Slovakia's got a really good 1-2-3 punch. Their top three lines are good. We already talked about the top line with Slafkovsky on it. Hudacek and Tatar's on the second line. They've been outstanding. Tatar was the best player the first half of the game in their last outing. Pospisil and Regenda are together on the third line, and those two have great chemistry as well.
Doug Ryan Leonard not in the lineup in this one for Team USA. We mentioned the goaltending situation as well, as Nedeljkovic getting his first taste of the World Championship in this game for him, game number 1. Here's Sanderson from his own zone. Wanted Asimont. It was taken away by Hudacek briefly. Puck at center. Asimont took a big hit at the line from Goliad, but he gave it to him right back. Singal, good push. Singal was cutting in. Tatar there to help him. USA trying to chip to center. Joel Farabee, lone man in. Farabee behind the net. Chips it into the corner. Here's a steal and a 2-on-1 the other way. Tatar, Hudacek. Thomas Tatar, backhand, try stop, score! The follow-up, Libor Hudacek. 2-0, Slovakia.
Really good work by the Slovaks coming out of the zone. Kesselring tries to pinch in the offensive zone and gets caught on the right side. So now it's a 2-on-1. It's well played by Vlasic in the middle. He's pretty much got to stay in the middle. He jams up the initial shot, but it's the second player coming up. Thomas Tatar is a smart guy. Goes, okay, I can't make the pass across. There's a good job there by Vlasic, but he can't take both guys. He's trying to make sure on one, needs some support, needs some quick back check, can't get enough in time, and it's 2-0 for the Slovaks.
Slavkovsky's line, Caulfield's line, out head-to-head here. 2-0 Slovakia. Milos Kelemen 1-0. Lugor Hudacek 2-0, and this crowd's into it.
Hudacek coming through for him again. Yeah, he had 4 points in 2 games. Now he's got another big goal. U.S. making way too many mistakes.
Dream start here for Slovakia.
U.S. had a day off yesterday. Some of the guys went golfing. They got to relax. That's good. But it looks like they got a slow start. Some guys don't have their legs yet, not quite into the game, and they've been punished by 2 goals already because of it. They know they got to get going now. The adrenaline rush will be happening. The focus will get a lot sharper, and you can imagine what's going on the bench right now because they can't afford to drift any farther back. The Slovaks are right on top of their game. They're in charge. They're breaking out of their zone cleanly. They're taking advantage of their chances.
Over in Prague, Finland a 1-0 lead over Norway as Kapanen has his 4th of the tournament, tied with Connor Bedard. Bedard off to a odd start for Canada at the World Championship as well. O2 Arena in Prague, another co-host city. Here's Seth Jones, good pace. He'll drop it off. Boldy wrist shot and swallowed up Samuel Halovai, who spent some time playing in North America, USHL Lincoln Stars, and the Quebec Maritime Junior Hockey League with Sherbrooke. And the best goals against in the league that year where he played, and now getting a chance, that deal we talked about with the Minnesota Wild.
That was Seth Jones jumping up on the play. He was leading the rush. He wasn't just following it. Basic play, get the puck from the middle to the outside and get the shot. But Lovai made sure there was no rebound. Still a little pushing and shoving after the fact. I really like the way Matt Boldy has played. That Boldy-Nelson-Goodrow combination has been as good as anything that the U.S. has had so far from the start of the tournament.
Pinto unable to win the draw. It's back to Werenski. Seth Jones. Jones-Werenski, longtime teammates in Columbus, and they're reunited. Obviously, Jones now in Chicago with Connor Bedard. Puck battle in the corner. Pinto frees it. Good shot. Tried to center. Pinto unable to knock that down, and it's clear to center ice. Vasco Rudis in, took a big hit from Jones, who stood him up. Off quickly, Tkachuk, and the pass out of his reach. And Tkachuk thought he got a piece. They're going to call it icing.
Boy, is there a lot of stuff going on after the whistles. They're in each other's face, trying to get under each other's skin. Slovaks certainly not backing off, and the U.S. has taken their opportunities. Here's a look at that goal again. There was the pinch, and then the 2-on-1.
Big block. Oh, that one stung Tkachuk. As he labors to get off. Yvonne got, oh, that one. Regenda right on. Nedeljkovic to save. Kevin Hayes trying to clear. He can't. Nemeth steps in. Simon Nemeth across. Regenda shot. Oh, good position. Nedeljkovic pushed across. Made the save on Regenda. Here's Luke Hughes. A little bit of speed, he'll hand it off. Asamont goes to the net. Hughes, far boards. Hughes has it, wanted Sanderson, who's creeping in, and that'll deflect into row 3 for a souvenir and out of play.
Boy, there's some real flow and rhythm to the Slovak game right now. That was another outstanding scoring chance. Regenda's got some great hands. He's had a really good tournament for the Slovaks. Nedeljkovic over at the bench getting some work done on his mask. I think that might have caught him on the side of the chin and popped that strap off just for a second. That was a heck of a save. He was the one that was most aware of what was going on there. That shot off the one-timer. The east-west passing from the Slovaks has caused the U.S. problems in their own end.
You saw the young backup on the bench there, Trey Augustine, 19 years of age, second youngest ever goalie to represent USA at this tournament. He's already got 4 medals internationally to his credit. Wonderful job, U18 World Junior level, and a second-round pick for the Detroit Red Wings. Nedeljkovic made the stop, got the crowd buzzing a little bit. Here's Cunnin. Hayes, they'll swing it in. Alovai behind the net. He's going to try rip that high, and he will, and that should be an icing. Charge against Slovakia.
Sometimes you get a start like this and you're giving up too many chances. You just got to settle things down. Let's get our game going. Let's get some rhythm going. There's lots of time. The U.S. has a really strong team. I mean, they have line after line that they can throw out there and create an awful lot of offense. They haven't done it yet, but they have to fix the things that have gone wrong inside their own zone and work from there out, not give any more up.
Here's Zegras behind the net for USA. That drive right on, handled. Puck battle and some pushing and shoving after the play.
Oh, and there are lots of it. When are the penalties going to start happening? We've remarked on it every day, Brian. The referees have allowed a lot of stuff to go on. I mean, a lot. Surprisingly so for me, for international hockey. Even for the NHL level. Usually there are penalties going all the time. They try to settle things down by picking one guy sometimes and throw him in the box like, okay, do you feel lucky? Do you want to get in there? Do you want to be the one that gets a penalty? We haven't seen any of that. So they've let them go. And if they want to do that, then you're going to see a lot more of this kind of stuff.
Who does this game favor, this kind of game, Slovakia or USA, Brian, in your opinion?
I don't think the U.S. would be shy about it, but from what I can see, the Slovaks aren't shy about it either. So we'll have to see what happens when they do get power plays, either team. Is it going to affect the game a lot, a little? Who's going to have the advantage on the power plays? That'll ultimately tell.
Sounds like it favors the fans then, which we love.
Yeah, no doubt. I love it. It's great.
Here's Koch behind the net. Solaric to Hrevic at center, and Boldy took it away. Here's Vlasic. He'll try to feed the line out of the reach of Gaudreau, and again, USA just not playing connected hockey yet.
Not yet.
Not yet with the racing.
Yeah, just a little off right now. A couple of whistles in a row and a few stinky gloves in the face by both teams. But it's the Slovaks who have had the flow so far. So this probably favors the U.S. Knock the game down a little bit.
Nelson on the draw. He's got 17 goals in his career at the World Championship, 2 shy of tying the all-time record in the American program at this wonderful tournament, the Men's Worlds. Up the right side, Kaderna trying to get that puck, and he was stopped by Seth Jones. Here's Boldy. Nice move at the line. Boldy curls around. Lost the puck, though. Pascal Rudis was getting there, but Zegras got back and took the puck away. Trevor Zegras. Here's Jones. Up with Farabee. Tried to give it back, and Pascal Rudis took it away.
Boy, the back checking by the Slovak forwards is really good. They are coming back through the middle. They are looking for players. They are picking people up. There's going to be some opportunities here for the U.S. to just drive wide and drive deep. But if they're constantly looking to move the puck to players who are already covered, you're going to get a lot of turnovers. You're going to end up turning around real quick and getting on the back check.
In comes Shane Pinto. Nemitz there. Nemitz played around the boards. Regenda, little tip. Good speed by Slovakia as they try to press the issue. Comes to Werenski. Werenski through center. He'll flip it in. Nemec back. Nemec paired up with Michael Ivan for this game. Ivan. Slovakia starting a change. Hesitating was Hudacek. Long stretch pass is going to come right to Nedeljkovic, intended for Lukas Singla. Back of the puck, Andre Goalie, and another icing against Team USA.
I'm a big believer that you have to play the game that's in front of you. Play the game that's in front of you. You can have all the best intentions, and then the game turns out like this. There's physical play, there's stuff in the face. That's not a big deal. A lot of this is happening after the whistle. But if you thought you were going to make nice plays, going to have good flow to your game, and you're not, then you got to deal with it here. And the U.S. is just starting to get a handle on that part of it.
Caulfield for Sanderson, bouncing puck on the line. It's picked up. Hudacek in, shot. And just wide, Nedeljkovic might have got a piece of that. Nedeljkovic stops that, and it's flipped to center by Slovakia. Here's Hudacek again, at center ice. Cehlarik jumps on the ice. Cehlarik in the corner, stops. Hit by Hughes. Cehlarik, he got all tangled up as Slafkovsky in the vicinity. Comes to Sanderson, hit by Harivik. Brock Nelson getting back, and he'll backhand that to center. Pass bounced on Slafkovsky. He goes to work. In on Sanderson. Just over 3 to go, first period. What a start for Slovakia, up 2-0. Here come the Americans. Boldy. Boldy lost the puck up that left side. And a penalty coming up. So already up 2-0. Power play for Slovakia.
Matt Boldy's in the penalty box for slashing. This is only the second penalty they've taken in the entire tournament. I've always had a thing about this. You slash a stick out of a guy's hand. I understand if it breaks because there are break points in the shaft, so you're limiting a guy's ability to play. But if a guy just doesn't hold on to his stick tight enough, it just annoys the heck out of me.
Power play time, Slovakia, under 3 minutes to go in this first period. Nemec at the line, able to hold it in. For Slafkovsky. Juraj Slafkovsky. Nemec to Hudacek. Pardon me, that was Tatar. Tatar to Nemec. There's Hudacek. Well, the goal line had Slafkovsky in his sights. Good stick, Sanderson. Tatar. He'll drop. Hudacek. Hudacek waiting. Nemec loads up high, and Nedeljkovic a good stop, and he has got to be sharp now. Saw Cunnin the cross-check in the clear. The fans wanted a call, none coming.
Slovaks are looking for the big one-timers, Nemec or whomever can get it. So if the goaltender can make the save, it'll be important to get the rebound guys. So you're going to have to move the players in front of the net and not try to just fish for rebound pucks. Because right now things are going Slovakia's way. You got to play the game in front of you. Things are not going that well for the U.S. inside their own zone. Tie guys up before they get the puck whenever possible, especially on this penalty kill.
Here's Farabee, a good job, short-handed shot just wide. USA needs a spark here. 45 seconds to go in the power play. Here's Nemec. What a draft that was in Montreal. Slafkovsky first, Nemitz second. First time ever in their history they go 1-2 in the NHL draft. Here's Sigel. He'll lead. Solaric. Regenda's parked in front, and Hayes a good job. All the way out is Lahovai. Quickly to Solaric. Solaric at the line, fighting for the puck. Lost it. It comes to center. Here's Brock Nelson. Nelson waiting. Wrist shot blocked. Great penalty kill right now here for the United States. Final minute in this first period. Boldy ready to come out of the box. One last push shot. The Delkovich to stop. Rebound, puck loose. Solaric there, and it's 5-on-5. Boldy looking for the stretch pass. He's got it. Boldy, spinorama. Nelson in shot. And that was stopped and covered. A good rush at the end of the penalty kill as Slovakia still leads 2-0.
Yeah, good counterattack by the U.S. here. Boldy, beautiful little move, and then he just leaves it for Brock Nelson coming later on the play. Prior to that, though, it was the Slovaks again, and it's that top line again. They press the defenders of the U.S. team back, and then a little hesitation by Karivik. He just slows up a little. He's dead center right in the middle, and he gets a big-time one-timer away. Nedeljkovic with a really good read again.
40 seconds left, first period. Kudrna couldn't chip it out. Tkachuk behind the net. Tkachuk in front. And it came right to Pascal Rudis. Shot back in by Werenski. Chipped into the corner by Halovai. Kudrna in the corner. Slovakia trying to escape with a 2-0 lead, but USA pushing. Tkachuk just out of the reach and all the way down the ice. Pinto's got to get back with Werenski. Werenski on the puck. One last rush maybe here for Team USA. Werenski, good pace. Lost it at center, shoots it in. 5 seconds left. Tkachuk into the corner. 7-on-7 on German. And Pospisil again coming in. And him and Tkachuk, helmet off. As the captain is not standing down for Pospisil. He's been an agitator in this first period.
Has he ever? And they are in each other's face. I don't know if Pospisil wants to drop the mitt. You're not going to get much fighting really in World Championship hockey. The penalties are too severe. I don't think Tkachuk wants to do it either. But Pospisil getting a little lesson. Yeah, getting a little lesson about what would happen if the gloves were dropped and if Tkachuk did want to throw them, because he already had the lights out with the jersey pulled over his head. But right off the opening face-off, we never even got the puck dropped. And we had this kind of stuff going on. And the fans interpret it all as it's the U.S. fault, right? Yeah, Tkachuk taking it all on him right now. And he's really good at this.
Brian, he just skated by and chirped the entire Slovakian bench as he headed to the penalty box.
And I think he thought he was going to be going towards the locker room, which is unusual. There are 2 seconds to go. Normally, like in the NHL, they would go, okay, you guys off. Go right to your dressing room. But right at the moment, that is not happening. They directed them both to the penalty bench. But, oh, yeah, you could see if Tkachuk wanted to throw a couple, Pospisil would have been getting some medication and being looked at by the trainer because he was in a very vulnerable position. But Pospisil has played just as much in the face, man. I mean, this is the way this third period has gone.
The Canadian referee, Michael Campbell.
Team USA penalty, number 8, minor penalty, slashing. Team USA minor penalty, number 7, roughing. Team Slovakia, number 64, minor penalty, cross-checking. Team Slovakia, number 76, minor penalty, roughing.
There you go.
Well, you know the referees want to settle it down a little bit. There's the 2 altercations for roughing. That's pretty easy. You can see that coming. A couple of cross-checking calls and whatever ancillary stuff that happened. Cope's in the box. Werenski's in the box as well for the U.S. So it's going to be 5-on-5 anyway. We only have two seconds left in this first period, and there'll be some conversations going on in the U.S. locker room in that first intermission.
And Brian, to your point about going to the bench, where the Zambonis are, I think logistically, I don't think they can easily get out
I
to
see
their
what
room.
you mean. Yeah, you're
You know
right.
what I mean? So otherwise, it totally makes sense they should.
Yeah.
Wow, I love the start. The intensity, the fans, and Slovakia likes the result. Look at Kachuk. Can't wait to start the second period. Intermission, though, first with Laura and Dave.
team? 1, 2, 3, team.
Here we go.
Good. Okay, guys, right there. Hey! Okay, we're not gonna start now, okay? Watch out! Hey! Hey! Enough! Enough! Hey! Hey! We're done! You don't want that to happen at that end? Don't do it here. Easy here! We're done! All good? Hey! Leave it! Hey! All done! All done! There's guys going down on both sides.
Okay.
We've got clutching and grabbing. There's been nothing worth 2 minutes yet.
Okay.
We're on the same page right now. The consistency's
Okay.
been there. That's just different than everything
I
else that happens.
understand that, but
Okay?
I agree with you.
We know
but
what we're
watch out for that
We
because
see
they're
it.
having-
We see it.
Welcome back to Ostrava. It's day 4 of the World Hockey Championship. A look at the American starting goalie, Alex Nedeljkovic. He's down 2-0. Samuel Halovai was perfect. 9 saves in that first period. And to start the second period, a few guys in the box. Patrick Cook, Martin Pospisil, and then Werenski and Tkachuk in the box. Physical opening 20 minutes.
Unreal. And Pospisil is the one that started right from the opening face-off. He's the one that got into it with Brady Tkachuk. Really interesting. He played in Calgary at 109 minutes in penalties. I didn't realize that in like 63 games with the Calgary Flames. But he's the one that really initiated everything. Be interesting to see where this one goes, but I expect the Americans from the drop of the puck here in this second period to be going downhill and on the attack a lot faster.
If you're just joining us on TSN NHL Network, Brady Tkachuk was hot at the end of that second period, basically skated by the entire Slovakia bench. And sometimes you don't want to poke the bear, as the Americans need a spark, and Tkachuk's a guy that can be that spark. He's in the box though right now. Libor Hudacek jams it down the ice. Singal racing after it. Here's Thomas Tatar reaching. Can't keep it in. Caulfield dishes across, and Sanderson back in his own zone. Pinto takes the body check. Sanderson, great shot, and that's handled as Werenski in the box, and Sanderson getting a shift here on the back end with Jones. Sanderson back to Jones. Tatar calls for a change. He's going to head off, and both teams getting some fresh legs out here early. And an icing charged against Team USA.
So a little different look on the back end. John Hines making a few changes here. The top line stays the same. Boldy, Nelson, and Gaudreau staying together. But a little different look on the back end. Werenski and Jones, who had played together a lot in Columbus 4 straight years. Of course, then Jones went to Chicago. They were victimized on the first goal and weren't real sharp there. So a little message sending there and looking for a little different change in rhythm as well. And Werenski's in the box right now too. So we'll see if that changes once he comes out. But it's not bad to have a little different feel when things aren't going very well.
Tkachuk, Werenski, they're on their skates ready to come out of the box, and you can see Nemitz right at the blue line. And you hope it's not serious for the young man.
He's really slow to get up.
The athletic therapist is coming out, but he's on his skates now. There you can see that little collision right there.
Yeah, he wasn't expecting the collision. Looks like he got a stick maybe across the side of the neck, and then of course he's so close to the boards. Gets hit twice, once by a player and then once by the boards.
It is tough to find another jersey color that is not the Slovakia colors in the building on this Monday afternoon.
And all that whistling is for the U.S. team. And whistling is not good in Europe, right? To be expected. And a lot of guys thrive on that. A lot of the U.S. players will be all over that. And I would say Brady Tkachuk would be front and center on that. He loved that. Just like his dad did.
Wrist shot right on, and that was stopped as well. Boldy got one on Halovai. Hughes is back. Hughes will drop it off. Chipped up the right side. Picked up by Brock Nelson. Nelson will bring it in. The backhand across. There's Luke Hughes. Mario Gervin trying to clear. Pressured by Nelson. Boldy skating after it. Johnny Gaudreau trying to hold it in. And he does. Gaudreau still at the line. Good job, Boldy. Matt Boldy. Trying to curl away from Gervin. Boldy still with it. Hughes. Dishes across. That blast missed the mark. Then flipped down the ice is Michael Kesselring there. He had a great opening game. Kesselring had a goal and a point, an assist as well in that first period. And now, 4 players out of the respective boxes. Pospisil and Cope come out with Werenski and Tkachuk.
Kesselring took that one-timer from over near the boards, a pass from D to D. It's difficult for defensemen. This ice surface, again, is a lot wider than an NHL ice surface. For defensemen in the offensive blue line, you lose your sense of where the net is.
Right off the draw, Ryan Leonard buzzed the tower. Here's Petrie for his shot, and no screen. You're going to have to get some traffic in front of this goalie. Samuel Halovai, 6'4", 220 pounds in his second World Championship. He has been sharp versus USA.
Faceoffs in the first period favored the Slovaks as well, 14-10. Here's a look at Petrie, who's really good at this. Lateral movement in the offensive zone. Yeah, there's not enough screen, but at least they're getting pucks to the net. Sticks get waved too. Sometimes you get a little piece of it. It didn't happen that time, but you have to continue to do that. The face-off circle, yeah, 14-10 for the Slovaks. Pospisil, 6-1 in the face-off circle. And again, he was the first one right off the drop of the puck to start the game that started headbutting and getting it right into Shane Pinto. So he's getting every advantage in the face-off circle. They're going to have to take that away from him.
Centering pass in front. Pinto and his skates tries again. Puck loose. Follow-up try. Blocked as Tkachuk. Another shot missed the mark as it was Vlasic in deep. Barabee then.
Yeah, he
chippy conversations.
Shot. Yeah, he took a late shot in the back there from Kellerman. U.S. coming out good here. There's not a lot of flow to it, but the puck has been in the Slovak end. Pinto can't quite find the handle. Just keep battling. See how the sticks come up really fast too, huh? I mean, there's been a lot of cross-checking. There's been gloves in the face during play, and probably even more so after the whistle.
Little different vibe than the pre-competition game just over a week and a bit ago back in Bratislava. Sukel trying to win the draw, and he will to Ververi. He got stood up in the blue line, but Sukel starts to give and go. Wrist shot just high and wide as Paterna let it rip left side, and he missed. Cherishnak gets back in his own zone for Feravari. Martin Feravari, 16 points, 67 games with the Capitals in the NHL a couple of seasons ago, and 10 points this past year. Feravari at the line, trying to glove it down and hold it in. He gets knocked down. Chip back into Nedeljkovic. Alex Vlasic just signed a 6-year extension in Chicago. Wrist shot, never got through from Ziegles. Collision behind the play, Feravari and Tkachuk as they were tangled up, and Tkachuk, you have to know, he's a little irritated after that first period.
And he's yakking with Lovai. Lovai must have yelled something at him because it was Tkachuk who took a shot at Feravari as Feravari was making the play up the ice and ends up going for icing. But Tkachuk took his spot. There's no penalty. But he knocked him right down with the ice. And judging from Tkachuk's reaction, turned around and had something to say back to Lovai, the goaltender.
Tkachuk wins the draw. Caulfield, and they're going to reset. Always an honor to be the captain, Brady Tkachuk, the captain of the Ottawa Senators, now leading this American side. Just one gold medal all-time for this USA program way back in 1933. And they know the history. They've talked about it. We chatted with John Hines before the tournament. And now it's Tatar and Caulfield in a battle. Two former Montreal Canadiens.
That was pretty much a clean win right across the ice, too. And the Slovaks are on the way out of the zone, but the whistle had gone. That was the second consecutive bad draw. Now, the officials are getting a little cranky because the official was warning both centermen before it was dropped. Like, okay, enough of this stuff. He's doing it again now. Like, come on, let's go. Schukel and Brady Tkachuk, let's do it right here.
Puck back behind the net. There's Pinto. Pinto tried to center for Caulfield. In comes Jones. Caulfield gloves it down. Bouncing puck. And shot back in. Here's Tkachuk. After Faravari. They get tangled up one more time. Tkachuk pushing him in the corner. Trying to free that puck. Caulfield there as well. Sukal.
Oh, what a hit.
Tkachuk is heated. My goodness.
That was Schukel again. That's who he was up in the face-off against. He's had about enough of that, too. Just rocked him in the corner.
Good play by Holovi. Up for Tatar, maybe a 3-on-2. And losing the handle was Libor Hudacek. Hudacek tried to drive it back in. Tatar wants a change. He'll start one, and Werenski is back out with Seth Jones. Boldy reaching back. Cehlarik there. Cehlarik into the corner. Harivik had Slafkovsky in front. Slafkovsky chasing after the puck. Turnover, Slafkovsky, and that was poked away. Puck at center. Boldy trying to track it down. Here's Slafkovsky again with Cehlarik and Harivik. Harivik in, shot, and Nedeljkovic got a piece. He's down and out. Harivik tries to center. Slafkovsky in front. Harivik still on it. Falls, cross-check, shot, blocked. Cehlarik again. Harivik from one knee. Couldn't get the shot on. Good pressure from that line. Back the other way. The pass across was intended for Werenski. Boldy hits his man in the corner. Control. Dishes. Wrist shot. Oh, glove down. Rebound. Score. Matt Boldy buries it. USA on the board. And it's 2-1.
End-to-end action again. U.S. barely escapes being scored on again to go down 3-0. They come right back again, and Boldy continues to be really effective in this tournament. Turn the puck over along the wall, then good work, the initial save on the shot from Hughes. Hughes is always going to be aggressive coming down from the point in the offensive zone, just like his big brother. He gets a heck of a shot, and it's a great save by Holovi. But look where Holovi ends up. He's so far out of the net, and that gives the U.S. the chance, and Matt Boldy has virtually an empty net to put it in. Now they're starting to roll with their first goal of the game.
Boldy's such an impressive player. Hughes to control the assist, and again, Regenda right off the draw with Cunnin. I mean, the physicality. It is ramping up here in this game, and we're not even halfway through.
Yeah, Cunnin taking out the fingers there. The face-offs have been an issue. Cunning's got the penalty. Tripping. Yeah, face-offs have been quite the story in this game. Left side of the screen. It's another big jam up, but then Cunning's mad. He gets his stick in between the skates of Regenda, and Regenda does a good job. When you get in that situation, you might as well go down. It's going to get the referee's attention. It was smart play by Regenda. There's another lousy face-off. I mean, the details of the game here, it's unreal, and the officials are really annoyed.
Pospisil wins it clean. Elvin Hudacek, and then Pospisil got dumped. Pass into the corner. Pospisil leaves it. Good job by Brock Nelson. He's got Farabee with him. Farabee hustling and shorthanded. Hudacek getting back, lost it, and here's Hughes. Hughes will lay it back. Played up the boards for Nelson. Puck in his skates. Nelson recovers, and USA killing off a lot more time here. Another chance shorthanded. Brought in by Hughes. Snapshot. And then again, it's Pospisil, my goodness, in the middle of everything. As he drops Farabee.
when in games like this, I mean, you do have to be careful. At some point, the referees are going to start clamping down. Farabee wants a word like, okay, how much is this going to go? I think they're kind of astonished that in the NHL there would be more penalties after the whistle, and there just aren't here. But at some point there will be, and then who's going to come out in the short end of the stick here?
You saw Tkachuk talking with Mark Pierce, the Canadian referee, to your point. And I'm sure that was a similar message being conveyed. Rivnik trying to get something going here. Remember, Slovakia on the power play. Haven't really got it set up as of yet. Solaric starts the play. Rivnik back to Solaric. Over the line. He'll hand it off. Segal. He'll poke it back up to the far point. Rivnik loads up shot. In and out of Nedeljkovic, but he found it, and he will hold. 56 seconds remaining in the minor penalty to Luke Dunning.
Better coverage there. Nice save. Hang on to it. Nothing fancy about the play. Rivnik, who is a terrific offensive player, he's the forward, but he's playing on the flank, coming in from the defense position there. Good boxing out there, and then after the fact too, we saw Seth Jones doing his job in front of his goaltender.
Rivnik was the SHL MVP back in 2021, the top league in Sweden. Hudacek gets it back from Simon Nemec. Hudacek goes down low. There's Tatar behind the net. Hudacek. Slafkovsky's in front. Tatar behind the net. Thomas Tatar still with it. Little flip. Hudacek. Simon Nemec. Slafkovsky. Across. One-time drive. And it was fanned on by Hudacek. Slafkovsky shot right on. Rebound. Pospisil in front. Slafkovsky in the corner. 20 seconds left of the penalty. Little bobble far boards, but it's across to Hudacek. He faked the shot in, but that put Pospisil in offside. Then he got tripped up. Him and Farabee, surprising. The battles within the battles, and then Pospisil clipped by Brock Nelson. I love it. This has got spirit, this game, I'll tell you. A lot of grit right now. Juraj Slafkovsky across, and the pass was stopped by Nedeljkovic. What a play at the end of the advantage. We're 5-on-5 now. One-time drive. Score! Simon Nemec buries it. 3-1 Slovakia.
The play that should have gone in was stopped by Nedeljkovic. It's a 2-on-0. Nedeljkovic makes the save here. And then the one that shouldn't have gone in, Nemec, on the left side of your screen on the one-timer from far out. Nedeljkovic was mad at himself there. He slid across, but he had the 5-hole open. Faravari gives it to him. It's in the wheelhouse right off the back foot. And look at, he looks at him, he's checking himself, like, how did that go in? I thought I was tight, but he didn't have the pads down and together completely. And now it's a 2-goal lead for the Slovaks.
What an atmosphere, what a game for Slovakia. You saw Nemec and Slafkovsky both on the ice for that goal. They were part of the historic run in the 2022 Olympics, Slovakia's first ever medal of bronze at the Olympic Championship. Here's a turnover. Caulfield space. Caulfield trying to get it back to Pinto. And then the cross check on Vasco Rudis. Caulfield back in the corner. Hit by Faravari. That tournament, that Olympic tournament too, Slafkovsky's coming out party before his draft. He had 7 goals and was the Olympic MVP. Caulfield sips it right through the crease. Nobody home. Picked up by Jones. Segrist, wrist shot. Puck available right through the crease on the follow-up. Faravari trying to clear, and he will get it down the ice. Seth Jones, off ice quickly. Kesselring dishes in. Farabee, hit by Germain. Up for Regenda, just over his stick as Hughes recovered. Kesselring for Ryan Leonard. Leonard had the golden goal at an under-18 World Hockey Championship a couple of years ago. They won a World Junior Gold. But a pretty magic touch as of late. Segrist cutting it back, can't beat across, and he missed Farabee. Slovakia the other way with pace. Pospisil to the right side. Kellerman. He was upended. Puck on the line and held in. Kellerman for Pospisil. Pospisil trying to get it across. Gets it back. Still with it. Pospisil. He'll hand it off. Coke. Reshot. Score! Patrick Coke. 4 on the board for Slovakia.
What a turn of events here. The Slovaks are just rolling and everything is going against the U.S. U.S. have a great scoring chance. Zegras makes a beautiful little move. Holobai is going to make an old-fashioned turn the goal stick over and prevent the pass across. That was a game save or goal-saving save right there. And then coming back in the other direction, the Slovaks are patient and they have a lot of traffic, and I don't think Nedeljkovic even saw this one. They're really patient when they get in the offensive zone. They're going to make a goaltending change for the U.S. They got to change the feel here. Augustine coming back in, played well and very well in relief last game. U.S. is stunned right now for sure, and they've still got a lot of work to do to turn this game around.
Augustine had to jump into the last game where Alex Lyon was unfortunately injured and has actually gone home from the tournament. Back home to North America. Puck at center. Here's Nelson with Boldy. Brock Nelson in the backhand stop. Boldy follow-up try. Just one. Wrap try with the backhand. All out was Holobai to keep it out. Zolarik at center. For Slafkovsky. Vlasic hits him. Slafkovsky on the puck. Zolarik in, backhand feed, and the man tripped up in front as here's Gaudreau the other way. Trying to Gaudreau. Nelson off the skate, bouncing puck, tried the backhand in. Nelson still with it. Brock Nelson, Johnny Gaudreau. USA down by 3. Gaudreau weaving, tried to drop it off. That hit his skate. Gaudreau tries to steal. Puck battle finally cleaned up by Gaidos. Held in again. Gaidos one more time, getting clear, and he can. Second attempt. Jones blocks it in quickly. And he brought it in offside. The Americans were trying to change. Wow. Listen to this crowd. Listen to the crowd. Fans are loving it. Started a lot earlier today this morning. Now, just after 5:30 p.m. local time, it's a scene.
Holobai has been terrific in net. Boy, did he make a save on Boldy and Brock Nelson. They both were whacking away at a really strong leg save. Made the initial save, kept his leg there somehow, I don't know. And then the puck ended up around the back of the net, so he's going to be tough to beat here this afternoon.
Big body check, Farivari, then Farabee tried to line up one of his own. He's trying to hit Cherishnak. Cherishnak and Kachuk collide behind the net. There'll be some ice bags after this game. Tatar hit by Farabee, but he got it right to Trey Augustine. For the second straight game, Trey Augustine has to come in cold. No real warm-up. But pretty exciting for the 19-year-old, his first ever men's world championship. Farabee trying to dig it free. Farivari does. Cherishnak hit by Cunning. USA controls the puck. Pass intended for Pinto. Werenski back to work. Werenski. Cunning. Done it. He got all tripped up by Sukol. And a penalty coming up, so the American getting a chance. Augustine to the bench. Extra attacker out. Jones. Werenski. Werenski delays. They'll flip across. Johnny Gaudreau. Spins around. Jones. Werenski thought about the one-timer. Seth Jones. Gaudreau. Hayes. Gaudreau. Gaudreau, side of the net, and he missed. Slovakia needing possession, and they will finally touch up. So USA on the power play when we come back to Ostrava Arena.
Shukel's in the penalty box for tripping. And the USA need to get something going here. I mean, there's 8.5 to go in the second period. They're down by 3 goals. They got to take advantage of this tripping penalty. Nice footwork there by Cunnin. Reverse direction. There's the trip. Start with a face-off win here. If you're going to take the one-timers, it seems from the flanks is better than from straight on.
This might be Cole Caulfield time. Get his first in the tournament. We'll see. Shot in front, right to the crease. Boldy will pick it up. Boldy gets pinned. Caulfield races in. He takes a big cross check from behind. Hit by Cope. Regenda works it away. Harivic stops. Harivic shorthanded. He'll chip it in. Zach Werenski. He'll drop it back. Gaudreau brings it in. Dishes for Tkachuk. Tkachuk, Caulfield, band on it. At Boldy. Tkachuk's in front. Werenski. Gaudreau. Werenski. Waiting. Boldy. Dishes. Caulfield. Weak shot. Got the shot they wanted. Werenski. And missed a pass at the far point all the way down to Trey Augustine.
They finally got it to Caulfield, and he made the pivot that he wanted, dropped the knee, just didn't get all of it.
Werenski had his stick knocked out of his hand. He'll start a change. Americans are frustrated, to say the least, right now. Here's Nelson. Farabee. Brock Nelson. Turnover and shot right down the ice is Andre Kuberna in his 4th World Championship. Good job on the penalty kill. He's going to start a change. Under 30 to go. Jones drops it off. Farabee with it. Slings it across. That hit the stick of Regenda, and a good clear again to center. Nelson for Farabee with Zegras. Farabee chooses near point to Jones. Here's Hughes. He'll dish it off. Zegras. Back to Hughes. Luke Hughes. Trevor Zegras. Zegras. Wrist shot. And it hits. Haloba, I don't know if he saw it, but he stopped it. And we're 5-on-5. Hughes. Zegras. One last chance shot. And that stopped. USA trying to keep the pressure on. Another drive from Zegras. And again, handled by Haloba. Berivari at center. He'll dump it in. And Slovakia needs a change. They'll take one. Trevor Zegras up the left wing. Zegras in, shoots, kick the side, rebound, and also stopped by Haloba. He's having a game on this Monday here in Ostrava. 6 minutes to go, second period. Cunnin blew an edge at center. Kesselring slams it in. Sukol. Battling with Cunnin. Cunnin trying to free it. Moderna can't clear. And Nemitz able to get it to center. Asamon along that right side trying to free it. Kessering gave it away. Right to Nemitz. Nemitz walks in. Oh, what a wrist to rebound. And Kessering, good job. He tied up the stick of Pascal Rudis. Little wobbler right on, and Lovi will play it. Simon Nemitz, backhand dish. Interrupted there by Seth Jones. Augustine will settle it down for Werenski. Slovakia change it.
As a group of five, the Slovaks are really good defensively. They come back together. They're very sure of where they want to go. The details of their game defensively are outstanding, and they are frustrating the U.S. time and again.
Thomas Tatar, the captain, little flip. Gaudreau races back. Johnny Gaudreau rips it around the boards. Jammed in, tip, Tatar in front. Looking for a chance. Tatar into the corner. Pass across intended for Pospisil. Good eye, Slafkovsky. That drive, Koch didn't miss by much. Side of the net as they continue to jam. Pass in front, and finally Augustine's going to find it and hold. What a push here from Juraj Slafkovsky and Slovakia. They lead by 3. John Hines and the coaching staff have to find a way here. 4:30 to go, second period, down by 3. And Trevor Zegras, you got to look at the replays, Brian, during the break. And if not for the shoulder of Holovi, this young man would have buried one.
Yeah, no doubt, and that's why he's come right back out. John Hines realizing that he had something going there. He had a couple of really good looks. That first shot actually fluttered the jersey. That's how close it was to going in, or grazing past and going in the net on that first Zegras shot.
Puck played to center. There's Pospisil. He has been an agitator in this game for Slovakia. Pospisil with wheels, brings it in. Slings it high off the glass. Tkachuk tripped up. And a penalty coming up. I mean, you can't miss that one. It was 7-on-7. Mario Gurman tripped up Tkachuk right at the line.
Yeah, it's an interference call. Tkachuk was going to jump by him, that puck off the wall, and go for a chance offensively. There's the interference call. So absolutely now on the power play, the U.S. got to get something going. They got one good look on their last power play. They got Caulfield with the shot that they wanted. Caulfield's so good. Didn't get the shot away that he wanted. But they're going to have to get a little bit of rubber on the goaltender too. Lovi's feeling pretty good about himself, and he's made some really good saves.
You talked about it this tournament. Maybe time for a little bit of that Johnny Gaudreau magic with his hands on this power play.
Yeah. We haven't seen him get to that incredible level that he can sometimes. Somebody's got to get some magic here real quick for the U.S.
Face-off one. Back to Werenski, who's got a bomb. We saw him score earlier in the tournament. Loads up just wide. Gaudreau picks it up off the boards. Across ice, hit a body wide. Boldy to the forehand. Right through the crease area. Gaudreau side of the net, jams at it, and that deflects to Boldy. Boldy again. Matt Boldy. Tkachuk drives play, trying to take it to the net. Werenski at the line. Johnny Gaudreau, far circle. Gaudreau, Werenski, that bomb. Oh, it hit a body just wide as that hit Sukol. held in. Caulfield pass behind him. Boldy's got to hustle and he will. Boldy picks it up. Boldy. Werenski. Boldy. Waits down low. Kachuk. Caulfield. And out of play. I thought for a second he might have buried it.
Yeah.
Pulled Caulfield in tight.
So did he.
Oh.
He's got a word, it looks like, for Hlovaj after this. Here's the quick 1-2 punch. Nice blocker save. Goes off the blocker and right up and into the netting. So 2 chances on the power play. None of them have gone in yet. Got to hand it to Sarasnak in front of the net. He had tremendous coverage against the big guy, Brady Kachuk, who always fights for position. There was a loose puck or 2 in front, but Kachuk just couldn't get there. He was too tied up.
Right off the draw, you saw Seth Jones, Brock Nelson cruising in. And Samuel Hlovaj, full credit. He's played a pretty masterful game thus far, making 22 saves. Pinto, clean win. Or so I thought. They'll do it again.
That's got to be about, I don't know, 7 or 8 at least busted face-offs in this game.
One more time. Rivik, Pinto, one again, and Hughes can't get there. Father Jim Hughes has made the trip, and he's in the house watching his young son compete. Mother Ellen, by the way, still does some work with USA Hockey's national team, the women's side. Great athlete by her own right. There's Mom Ellen. Here's Zegras. Zegras for Hughes. Hughes across, gets it back. Hughes. Zegras. 30 seconds left in the minor penalty. Zegras towards the net in front and into the glove. He was looking for Pinto. Full credit, Hlovaj found it and holds.
They're looking for a backdoor play. I think they might have to stack up 2 guys in front of the net because the Slovaks are going to make a change now and adjust a little bit to the man in the bumper spot. So if you're going to have a backdoor play, it's going to be tough to get it through. Had it gone through, Shane Pinto was there. But pretty darn effective coverage by the Slovaks in the middle of the net. So I think Pinto would have to go right in front of the net, just get the shots to the net, see if you can win a scramble goal.
Luke Hughes at the line. Zegras. Zegras gets it back. Brock Nelson. Back to Zegras. Zegras, wrist shot. Hlovaj stops it, and then a pileup after. Frustration building here for Team USA. Look at Zegras just literally hauling a player out of the mix. I think it's Singo.
Yeah, he wants his stick back. They are frustrating him. I mean, pretty smart idea. They're really kind of rubbing it in here. They know they've got the U.S. off their game, and just these little things like this. Like Singo won't let Zegras' stick go. Well after the whistle, Zegras is tugging on it, trying to pull it away. It's like, no, not yet. Not yet. You can't have it yet. And look how hard they play in front of the net. You're going to have to win some of those battles. So that's why I think they're just going to have to stack it up. It's going to be difficult to get a clean shot on the types of goals that they like to score. Trevor Zegras or anybody that's out there. They're not getting a lot of movement. The way they're killing the penalties in front of the Slovaks is very effective.
I think their frustration, too, is why is the face-off coming outside of the Slovak zone? 10 seconds left in the minor penalty. Pinto able to work it back. Zegras for Seth Jones. German's ready to come out. Jones for Kachuk. Kachuk to Pinto. Shot missed, and it's 5-on-5. Big kill, Slovakia. Kachuk behind the net. Kachuk in front. Tries to jam at it. Puck still loose. Zegras is in the net, but the puck is not. As he was jamming and piling in there.
Good idea. Good idea, though. Brady Kachuk just from the side of the net. Take it into the crease and see if you can't jam it underneath. He's been jamming people all afternoon. That's what he does. The game started like this. There's some frustration level. Ian Pospisil had quite a push and shove fest. Kachuk would have loved to have drilled him there, but he didn't. And there's the last play, just driving it into the crease. And Zegras, smart play there. Just try to come in and follow up and see if he can jam it in.
Right off the draw, that shot just missing high and wide. Sanderson shoots it in. In comes Jeff Petrie. Petrie in the corner, plays it round the boards. Hayes up top, Sanderson. Sanderson delays. Petrie floats one in, loose, cut it, and he just missed. Lovi's down and out, the bank job try. It was a good effort from Hayes from below the goal line. Here's Cole Caulfield. He'll bring it in. Caulfield wrist shot. Oh, and a bit of a blocker there. Lovi saw it, made a good stop. 28 goals in the regular season this year in Montreal for Cole Caulfield. Trying to get on the board in this tournament. Petrie, that was picked off. Tatar lost it, brings it back to center. Haribnik. Bill delay, and that is all the way down the ice, picked up by Sanderson. Final minute, Ostrava Arena, 4-1 Slovakia. Ryan Leonard, the Washington Capitals first rounder, chasing in the corner. Made the NCAA final this year, losing to Denver. Kesselring nearly gave it away. A good stick again by Libor Hudacek.
Yeah, their forwards are staying up high, tight against the USA defense. They've moved up more and more, and those cross-ice passes aren't there.
Leonard, a good steal. He gets all tangled up and taken down. Had a great year with Boston College. Here's Kesselring at center. Seconds winding down. Kesselring, a little chip and chase. Backward is Mario Gurman. Big hit in the corner. Fans coming to their feet. Final second period. Slovakia leads by 3. Trying to hang on here. Big collision in the corner again as Patrick Koch in the middle of it. His helmet came off. He's got to get off the ice. What a 40 minutes so far. Big frustration for the USA.
The shots are 21-7 for the U.S. just in this second period, but it's still a 4-1 score for the Slovaks. So they started to tilt the ice, that's for sure. Got some looks at the net. Nothing's gone in, and that goaltender, Holovi, is really hot right now.
Full credit to Craig Ramsey and his team. The goalie's been great. These guys have been great all tournament as well. Laura and Dave next.
many games like we'll get like this one. So here we go.
Hey boys, here we go.
1, 2, 3, team. Hey! Guys, come on, back here. Back here. The change is done. Done! Hey, we're done. Sticks. Hey! You're going to the crease, you get knocked down. I understand that, and they're allowed to stand their ground. He does nothing wrong. Hey! Easier! Watch the crease! Hey!
All right, you good?
Yep.
Let's start it. Good.
Just after 6 p.m. on a Monday night here in Ostrava. It is our first of 2 games tonight here in Group B. Later on tonight, it'll be Germany taking on Sweden. Sweden undefeated thus far. Trey Augustine has come into the game for Alex Nedeljkovic, who has pulled. It's 4-1 Slovakia, and Samuel Halevi has been outstanding. You can see just the 1 goal against, 29 saves, as he's certainly been a factor. Brian, we talk about this in group play. We know Sweden, they've won in regulation twice, so that's 6 points. The USA with 1 win, Slovakia 1 win as well. But you think about group play, if you can win Slovakia in 60 minutes, you're set up really nice in this group, aren't you?
Yeah, they are, and then it would put more stress on the U.S. of course to win all the winnable games that they're supposed to against some of the more bottom end teams that are coming up after this game. But right now, they have a chance to get 3 goals in 1 period, and they certainly have the lineup that's capable of doing it. 4-1, and that 4th goal, look what it did to the crowd. They've had tremendous support here, and even when the U.S. do anything sort of interpreted as untoward, the whistling just starts everywhere. They are public enemy #1 here.
Slovakia will play Poland next in the group, and the USA will take on France. Here's Kachuk at center. He'll bring it in. Kachuk, wrist shot, pad, stop. Right to Ferravari. Zegras for Kachuk. Ready Kachuk using the boards. Up for Jones. Jones for Werenski. Werenski. Zegras in front, and that was chipped away. Good steal, though. And Kachuk out of the reach of Jones. All the way down to Augustine. Speaking of public enemy #1, Pospisil in the corner, and he loses an edge, but he's had an agitating game for Slovakia. Full credit to him.
He's been effective, that's for sure.
Icing against USA.
Yeah, the Slovaks have been very effective. I mean, they got early on the scoreboard, but that opening face-off and getting under the USA's skin and setting the tone, the pushing back and forth, that's all good. The US are fine with that. Their guys are used to it. But then when they couldn't quite get their game going, and then the Slovaks just got smoother and smoother and scored a few more goals, and then a little bit extra stuff after the face-off. That's when it starts to become effective. So they've walked the line very carefully. The U.S. is going to have to walk away from that stuff now. They have to focus on playing hard at both ends of the ice, and they got to score some goals.
Nelson and Singal, they're all tangled up after the draw, and they're still jawing and talking to each other, and that has continued. They're still tangled up. I think they're caught in each other's equipment. That's the problem. And now finally they're separated.
Well, that's the kind of stuff I'm talking about. Singal pretty smart there, just adding to that frustration level.
USA just onside, I think. Play continues. Here's Verby. Verby, that hit to Tar. Into the corner, there's Hughes. Hughes walks the line, keeps it in. Sanderson waits, shoots. And getting a piece was Halevi through the screen. Caulfield Hit by Tatar. Hughes, Caulfield behind the net. Cole Caulfield with it. Caulfield for Sanderson. Sanderson gave it away to Tatar, and it just bounced there on Hughes.
Hughes and Sanderson are the type of players that can really bust this thing open for USA. Super aggressive, great skills, young guys who just go play.
Turnover, wrist shot up high, and Palova made the stop again. Backhand in front. Palova has been so sharp in this game for Slovakia, and that's what a goalie can do in a tournament like this as Slovakia ices the puck.
Yeah, that's true. But when you get young guys who have super talent and they don't have a lot of bad experiences, you just go out and play, turn things around. Hughes will be super aggressive from the offensive blue line in. Sanderson can do the same kinds of things. Those are the guys I think you give them some ice time now, give them their head a little bit and see what happens.
Saw the replay, young Will Smith. San Jose pick. Outstanding career, USA Hockey's national team development program in Plymouth. At a 20-point tournament at the U18s last year in Switzerland when USA won the gold medal. That goal from Ryan Leonard we talked about. Those two part of a dynamic line together at Boston College and the U18 program. Later up in the World Juniors as well. World Junior tournament, by the way, in Canada, in Ottawa this year. This upcoming Christmas. Jeff Petrie sends it to center. Boldy drops. Brock Nelson in with Gaudreau. Johnny Gaudreau, Brock Nelson, and that hit the pad of Palova.
Johnny Gaudreau's hurt. He got hit just as he was shooting that puck to the net, and he got a shoulder or an elbow or something in the head, and he's still down, holding his face. He was doing an east-west play from the left wing right across to the right wing side, and then squaring up and dishing the puck back into the middle of the ice. Next thing you know, see his head go back. He went down, and he still hasn't gotten back up. Boldy, Nelson, and Gaudreau is the line combination they've had since the U.S. came to this tournament. They've had some good moments for sure. And they have to change in the near future here as Johnny's still down.
Yeah, that's tough to see. He was a guy who, before the tournament, in an interview, we'll get a look here first, Brian.
Here he comes across there. He got whacked, that's for sure. He got rocked big time. That was Koch. Johnny's not a very big guy, but he's right off his feet. Oh, man. Koch has him squared up. He sees exactly what he wants to do, and he takes one step, stops, and makes big time contact. And good news there that Johnny's up and moving.
So now the officials will look. Where was the contact? Did it start body level? Was the head the first point of contact? You see Tkachuk and Tatar. Obviously, they disagree.
Yeah, everybody's fighting for what they want. From that first look, it didn't look like it was the first point of contact. Again, you got a mismatch in size. That's part of it. Johnny's not the tallest guy, and he plays bent over a lot. So he's coming and turning back into it. They're going to take him back and take a further look at him in the locker room. But it was a big time hit. You could see his feet came right out from underneath him. And Koch took 2 steps over, put the brakes on, and boom, unloaded on him.
John Hines wants an explanation here, and I don't even know if any of the officials saw it or they even planned a review. Because they kind of came together and chatted briefly.
I kind of saw the collision, but I wasn't sure if a stick had caught him or whether it was an elbow or whatever, but there is no penalty on the play.
Johnny Gaudreau down the tunnel and out of the game, and just wish the best for his health as the USA. Hayes chips it in. Here comes Mikey Asimon. Hit by Farivari. Kevin Hayes tried that centering pass. Up the right wing. Renskittle cross-check there on Bosco Rudas. Mikey Asimon through center. Cutting in at the line, he'll bring it in. Asimon flips. Puck battle, Farivari trying to swat it away. Luke Cunningham. Oh, He dropped him. Farivari dumped Gunnan. In comes Asamont, and then he dumps him. And we'll see if this is offsetting.
I don't think anybody's
Or
got
no
the penalty.
penalties.
Nope.
Just drop the puck to the right of Alova.
Yeah. Cunningham got dropped by Farivari. They've seen each other before in the NHL, and it was Mikey Asamont came in after the fact. They've seen each other as well. Nope, no penalties. The face-off started to even out after the second period. It was heavily in favor of the Slovaks in the first period. The USA came back in the second, much closer to 50-50.
So now it's Zegras, Tkachuk, Pinto. Off the draw, Shane Pinto shoots. And it was blocked in front, sent down the ice. Foot race and icing charge. And again, it's Pospis, a little shot at the end on Seth Jones.
He has played edgy, to say the least. Pospisil. He's been really good in the face-off, too. Now, that's a good battle face-off. Brady Tkachuk has taken a lot of face-offs here. And he wins that battle, and because of that, Pinto gets a really good look.
So John Hines, a little different look on this line as Zegras has bounced around on a couple of lines. Good job, Pinto. Regenda clears right to Jones in center. 4 minutes gone, third period. Slovakia trying to put the Raps on a win as that was Tkachuk on Nemitz, another body check. Good physical game. Loving every minute of it here. Entertaining game here. Our first on this Monday. Regenda at the corner. Again, Pavel Regenda. Checked by Brady Tkachuk. Augustino play it.
The fans think everything is a penalty every time one of their guys goes down, especially when it's Tkachuk.
Here's Pinto cutting in. Jade Pinto. And he able to bury one. Pinto gets the USA within 2.
Nobody knew that went in, including the people here in the building. The red light didn't go on. It was in and out so quickly. But Pinto finishes this one off. He's had a couple of good looks in this game. He's got some flow to his game, a little momentum here on the rush. U.S. does a good job using the width of the ice there. That's a terrific dish there. East-west, Pinto coming late on the play. That's a beautiful. Farabee just waited and waited, just took the blue line and waited for Pinto to clear everybody, and then Pinto really good hands because he's moving pretty well. He's got to handle that pass and then move east-west and put it in the back of the net, and he put it in and out so fast. There was a delay. I'm thinking, yeah, that went in, but nobody's reacting for a couple of seconds there, so we weren't quite sure, but that was a beauty.
I knew for sure, Brian, when Shane Pinto pumped that right hand.
Yeah.
Goal scorers know, man, when it's in.
No doubt. That was a heck of a setup. They need a little more of that. That's kind of the way the offense, especially for the big line of the Slovaks, have been. Take the offensive zone the way Farabee did, and then you stop up in the areas that you have. You wait for your other line mates and teammates to get open, use those seams. That's been effective for the Slovaks, and that was the effective measure on that goal there for the USA.
We'll see if this gives the USA a little bit of jump.
Johnny Gaudreau back on the bench. That's good news.
Sanderson at the line, able to hold it in. Luke Hughes. Hughes maneuvering. Trying to bring it in, and he lost the puck to Slafkovsky, who took it away. Slafkovsky. Cehlarik. Cehlarik cutting in on Sanderson. Cehlarik plays it around the boards, but nobody home except Farabee. Joel Farabee up the left wing with Boldy. He'll drop. Nelson. A draw shot. Just wide. Sanderson who jumped into the play. You talked about the skill set of some of these American defensemen jumping up and what they can do, and Sanderson nearly converted right there. Slafkovsky got taken down. Poke check, a lovely one. Boldy was in, but Alopai poked it away.
Boy, that's a big-time play. He's made a couple of poke check saves that were big, and none bigger than that one.
Libor Hudacek will start the play. Thomas Tatar brings it in. Check by Caulfield. Tatar. High wrist shot, missed the mark as German gets it by Will Smith, picked up by Kesselring. So it's Caulfield, Smith, and Asamont now up front for Team USA. Lucas Single up the left wing. Single. He'll drop it back. Tatar leaves it. Here's the trailer. Cherishnak in, shoots, and it was blocked. Good job by big Alex Vlasic. He took it away. Here's Asamon. Caulfield joins him. Little flip, and it never got through. That was Cope got in the way, and then Caulfield crashing into Halovi.
Asamont was trying to thread that one through to Caulfield going to the front of the net, but never got there.
USA with it too. The goal for Pinto. Slovakia, 4 goals in the game now, Brian. 14 on the tournament. And who's in the house right now? Marian Hossa, and that's, the crowd is going nuts here.
What a hockey player he was. Wow. Both ends of the ice. As good defensively as he was offensively.
And a big cheer, wrist shot just wide as Werenski drives in. No one scored more goals in the tournament than Slovakia at this point with their 14 total. Here's Peter Cherishnak. Cherishnak with it, and then he whiffed on the shot, lost the puck, picked up by Ryan Leonard. Leonard quickly for Kevin Hayes with Werenski. Kevin Hayes wrist shot wide. Seth Jones works it in. Werenski hits his man. Suko trying to dance away, and he will. Played to center. It hit Kudurna. Both teams changing, fans enjoying the show. Here's Sanderson up for Zegras. Nemitz there at the blue line. Pospisil got back and poked it up ice. Giving chase is Kellerman. Moved up quickly by Pinto. Pinto looking for his Ottawa Senator teammate Kachuk. Here's Zegras. Sanderson. Drop play. Hughes, Sanderson, wrist shot, knocked down in front. Follow-up try, and that's behind the net from Luke Hughes. Sanderson. And there's some pressure. Kellerman trying to skate in. Turnover Pospisil. Regenda tried to take it to the forehand, lost the puck, and here's Kachuk with Zegras. Brady Kachuk pass behind Zegras to Regenda. Juraj Slafkovsky, some room in, shoots, and a good stop. Trey Augustine.
That's a tough one-on-one to handle with Slafkovsky. Slafkovsky's got that ability to make those moves, and then he'll bring the puck back by his back foot and take it away from the D-man. Here we go. See how he brings it so far back and delay. So you get a heck of a screenshot there. Plus, at the same time, you're drifting closer and closer to the net. That's well executed offensively by Slafkovsky.
Great start for Slovakia. You saw Marian Hossa. He's got to be loving this show. Stanley Cup champion. And as you mentioned, just all-time great player. Here's Johnny Gaudreau. Took that big hit. Good to see him on the ice here. Gaudreau waiting, shooting wide. Right to Boldy. He'll zip it in. Brock Nelson up to the point. That drive right on. Rebound Gaudreau. Couldn't get there in time. It was cleaned up by Firavari. Juraj Slafkovsky works it up ice for Slovakia. Gaudreau on the forecheck, brought in offside.
U.S. is creating some plays. They're getting pucks in the net. They did so in the second period. They outshot the Slovaks by a ton. But that fourth goal, that was a big-time dagger for the Slovaks. So that's why it's made it that much more difficult. But one more here anytime soon for the U.S. Now they can really put some pressure on, and you know their momentum level would go up exponentially to get this another goal here quickly.
Glove stop. Augustine, the shot from Nemitz. He'll play it, and here's Vlasic. Vlasic through center. He'll chip it in. Here comes Will Smith. Nemitz there. Singal, foot race on with Petrie. Singal had his stick slashed out of his hand. He's pleading his case. He'll head off for a change. Puck at the blue line. Farabee there, as is Tatar. Thomas Tatar. Lost the puck. Werenski, look out. Have to be careful as Sugel was there. Farabee. USA just onside. Werenski's in deep. Werenski. He's checked. Caulfield picks it up. Caulfield, Werenski. Werenski across. One-time drive. Farabee rebound and swatted to center. Slovakia protecting their 2-goal lead. Seth Jones weaves in. Jones lost the puck to Patrick Cook, who checked him. Then Gervin comes in with a big hit. Cook's stick is all tied up. Puck in the corner. Works up to Jones for Sanderson. Sanderson. Seth Jones. Wrist shot. Traffic in front. And where's the puck? I don't think Lovi knew it was caught up in someone's equipment.
German's hurt. I think German must have blocked that puck too. I'm not sure, but German is just down on the ice and he is still not getting up.
There's goalie coming to his aid.
I don't know if it was the puck or a stick. There's a stick down on the ice too. Whether he got jammed with that stick. Coverage in front of the net. Kevin Hayes was there. Hayes ends up with no bucket on. German is definitely out of breath, and he may have gotten into that area that you just don't want to block a puck in. Yeah, I think the redirection there. Asamont looked like he got a redirection of that shot, and it was the puck. Yeah, and I think that got him right in the cup, and he went right down, did not get up for some time. Those are the kind of opportunities that they want, though. The U.S. get the puck to the net. It's not going to be a beautiful goal, more than likely. That's going to get them within range. One of the reasons Brady Tkachuk comes right back out here, and he'll be the guy to get net front.
USA 33 shots on Hlovi. 4-2 Slovakia leads. Tkachuk on the draw. He'll win it. Pinto swatted at it, but it's freed up. And here comes Kellerman. Sanderson is smooth skating. He gets back. Gelman hits him. Down goes Hughes. Tkachuk at center. Cherishnak played it away for Feravari. He'll slap it in. Hughes plays it away from Regenda. In comes Slafkovsky. Nearly took the puck, and it's back to Feravari. Hit by Zegras. Flip to the right side. Regenda onside with Slafkovsky. Wrist shot just wide. Slafkovsky round the boards. There's Nemitz. Turnover. Slafkovsky passed just behind him and cleaned up by Hughes. Luke Hughes, watched by Slafkovsky. Good throw, little backhand dish. Boldy there. Slafkovsky all over him. 8:30 to go.
The Slovaks make it really difficult on the regroups for the U.S. The U.S. D-men are looking for guys to pass to, can't find anybody.
Kesselring, good velocity on the wrist shot. And again, a lot of these little skirmishes after the play. Samuel Hlovi has been a rock here for Slovakia.
Shots on goal in the first period were 11-9 for Slovakia. Ever since then, 29-9 USA, but they're still down by 2 goals. They have been pressing, they have been creating, but every inch is a battle. The regroups coming out of their own zone. D-men trying to find forwards open. Slovaks go man on man and they pick guys up. It's difficult even to do that.
Cole plays it up the left side, just out of the reach of Thomas Tatar. Seth Jones for Boldy. Lost it at center. Gurman able to shoot it back in. 8 minutes to go. Seth Jones winding up the pace, tried to throw it across, and Tatar picked his pocket. Hudacek off the right side. Little cross check from Werenski. Sukol was swinging for it all the way back. Cherishnak will play it. Sukol comes in again. Kudrna couldn't keep it in. Slovakia is fine with this for the next 7 minutes, 33 seconds, trying to pick up win number 2 here in group play. Vlasic. Pass hit Gaudreau in the skates, didn't see it coming. They'll try again, and then a good stick again. Sukol able to poke that into the corner. USA trying to get sorted out. Got to be careful for too many men as they were changing. Able to work it in deep. Again, Slovakia content to chip it down the ice. In comes Pospisil, and they will call that icing.
Pospisil walking away after the face-off this time. Kesselring was giving him a little nudge. Nothing serious. This time Pospisil, knowing that he's up by 2 goals and 7 minutes to go, he's not going to risk ending up in the penalty box, so he walks away. Time in the zone is one thing, shots on goal is another. It's part of the process. U.S. creeping their game up. Boy, it's really been difficult to get the kind of looks that I think they wanted and certainly expected in this game. Shots from the point, basic stuff. That's what's going to get them another chance to score a goal to get closer here.
Puck shot down the ice. Then it looks like another icing call, so they'll trade icings back and forth here inside Ostrava Arena.
Momentum swings in this game have been big. There was such energy in the first period, and it was back and forth and fully expected. Not so much now.
Welcome to people watching Finland's win over Norway. Brian Mudryk, Brian Englund, Claire Hanna with you here in Ostrava. And what a game, 4-2 Slovakia. The Americans have been frustrated. Slovakia has played well. They came out hot, up 2-0. Goals from Kellerman, Hudacek, Boldy answered, then Nemitz made it 3-1. Koch and Pinto also scoring, and here's a chance again. And spun off the puck in time was Harivik.
Hughes got back in time. He was up on the play, but great wheels to get back.
Harivik shovels the backhand, and Sanderson picked that off. Slavkovsky hustling for it. Here's Tkachuk. Brady Tkachuk with Barabee. Tkachuk, what a move through the race. Tkachuk score! Highlight reel goal. Brady Tkachuk. USA within 1. Wow.
What a brilliant play by Brady Tkachuk. This is exactly what they needed. An individual effort. He's on the attack on that right wing side, being a lefty. He took a look in the ice. Across the ice, is he going to be able to make a play? No, because the Slovaks come back through the middle of the ice and they pick up players away from the puck. So Brady went, okay, I got to do this by myself. Beautiful little play, fights his way through, but then you got to finish it too. Slows it down, pulls it back, gets the goaltender to open up. Holobai has been really good in goal. He's expecting Tkachuk to go right across perhaps. And when he opens up, you can see his reaction. Oh, should have had that one. He was just beaten on a better play, and that's exactly the kind of play the U.S. was looking for.
Brady Tkachuk, the 10th captain in franchise history back in Ottawa. The captain here. 3 straight 30-goal seasons in the NHL, and that is a big one. USA within 1. They come again. That drive blocked. Puck finally picked up by Lucas Shingle, and he'll flip it to center. The Americans needed a spark, and they get it from their captain. Here's Werenski over the line. What a great coast-to-coast goal from Brady Tkachuk. Jones keeps it in. Asimon in the corner, checked by Tatar. Worked across, Werenski to Jones. Jones delivers, Asimon lost it, Tatar couldn't clear. Good job, Hayes kept it in momentarily, and it's up ice to Sukol. Lone guy in, Slovakia changing. Sukol, Knuckler missed. Nedeljkovic started the game for the Americans. He was pulled, and young Trey Augustine is in net for USA. Here's Gaudreau. Johnny Gaudreau cutting in, and he was closed off nicely. Good play from Yvonne. Pospisil trying to clear himself from Nemitz. Circling is Kellerman. Kellerman hands it off. Pospisil behind the net. Up for Nemitz. Nemitz, wrist shot. Kellerman through the crease, nobody there. Gaudreau trying to clear. Pospisil watching Gaudreau. They're all tangled up in center. Good steal again. Kellerman again. Works it in deep. Regenda in a battle with Petrie. Took him down. It's back to Vlasic. Under 5 to go. Third period. Slovakia by 1. Here's Pinto, who has a goal in the game. Pinto brings it in, still with it. He got taken down. Play continues. No call.
That was Koch again, I believe.
He's had a great physical game, Patrick Koch. Here's Tkachuk, near point. He'll flip it in, and Olovi will cover.
Got to be careful
here. Grit here, Brian. A lot of grit in this game in sandpaper.
Yeah, you got to be careful. This is not the time you want to take a penalty.
3:56 to go. Slovakia by 1. During that break, a long conversation, Slafkovsky with his head coach, Craig Ramsey, maybe two of the most popular people in the country right now, especially in this building. It is basically 99% Slovakia fans. They started 10 a.m. local time. It's nearly 7 p.m. now, and they have not stopped. And what a game. 4-3 Slovakia. It's like a home game each and every time Slovakia plays in this building.
Right? Same neighborhood, so yeah, it's all Slovaks in here, and they've been going nuts. And of course, they feel good about themselves because they've had the lead the entire night. The public enemy number 1 is Brady Tkachuk, because he's racked up about 9 guys in this game. But I'll tell you what, Koch has dropped some of the biggest hits in this game too, both of them in open ice, and they've been good checks.
Koch, Pospisil, Tkachuk. It's been an edgy, physical game. Tkachuk's lost his helmet. He's got to head off. He's hit by Fairbury. Picked up by Peter Cherishnak. Cherishnak from his own zone. Dervari shoots it in. He missed the mark on Augustine. Picked up by Jake Sanderson. Under 4 to go. Luke Hughes, great speed. He'll bring it in. Hughes, wrist shot, score! 4-4 game. What a rush. Luke Hughes has tied it for USA.
That's
USA got some momentum back, I would say, Brian, in that second period, but really Slovakia dictated play early, and what a great push. You talk about a long tournament and building in adversity. The USA can find a way. It'd go a long way in the rest of the tournament coming together as a team here.
Yep.
Mikey Eastmont at center. He'll flip it in. Lobai thought about playing it back in his net. Puck battle behind him. 2:50 to go. What a game it's been. 4-4. Glad you're with us. TSN NHL Network. It has been an entertaining contest. Eastmont lost his stick.
The American team just didn't have their legs in the first period. That was pretty evident. The Slovaks came out, they were smooth, and they got their game going very quickly, and it was all them in the first. Started to turn the ship around in the second for the U.S. Let's take a look at the goals in the third period here by the U.S. team, and that one went in so fast, Shane Pinto knew it was in, nobody else did. Here's Brady Tkachuk, though, with that brilliant individual effort, and Hughes says, okay, I can do that too. Just terrific stuff here, and all of a sudden, bang, 4-4.
Jake Sanderson in his own zone for USA. Slovakia in this tournament has never scored more than 4 goals in the history versus USA. They're going to need one more if they want the win here. Sanderson, Johnny Gaudreau, round the net. Gaudreau trying to shake off Slafkovsky. Gaudreau still with it, feathering pass for Sanderson up top. Hughes fanned on it. Puck still loose. Boldy trying to dig it free. Under 2 minutes to go in a 4-4 game. Hughes for Boldy. He'll chip it in. Coke will pick it up and try to clear. Gaudreau to Slafkovsky. He'll hesitate and then flip it back. Cherishnak will settle things down. Both teams changing. What a goal from Tkachuk. And then another highlight reel one for Luke Hughes. And here we are, 4-4 tie. Cherishnak works it down low, pass in front. Tatar, what a block in front. Tatar, point blank, and that hurts. Sanderson, he's limping off. Pardon me, that was Farabee, 86. Great block by Farabee, and that stung, but what a block it was. Chance off the end boards. Little backhand feed, Tatar bouncing in front. And Gaudreau able to skate it to center. Final minute, Ostrava Arena. Wow, it has been as advertised. What a great game. Fans trying to spur on Slovakia. Puck chipped in behind Trey Augustine. Remember, Augustine came in, Nedeljkovic got pulled, and full credit to the young 19-year-old who's done his job as well. Brock Nelson lost it at the line. Rushed by Kellerman. He got closed off. Pospisil there as well. Played back to center. Nemec jammed at it. Comes to Hughes. One New Jersey Devil defenseman to another. Here's Hughes at center. Dying seconds. He'll flip it in. Slafkovsky. Solaric. Reverses to Nemec. Few seconds remaining. Play to center. Aerobic. Slafkovsky. He looks at the clock. Maybe one last shot. He'll rip it wide. Pass right in front and a last chance. That was from the far boards, Peter Solaric.
Yikes.
And why not a little bit of overtime? Both teams banking a single point. What a block by Farabee in the late stages. Don't go anywhere. Overtime next from Czechia.
What an impressive comeback by the United States coming from the Eagles behind and continuously 4 games each. So we go into overtime. The moment you may have been shifted to us and it looks like it's overtime. Anything can happen. So we're up for winning and obviously
Welcome back as we get set for overtime. A look at Martin Pospisil. My goodness, he has certainly put his stamp on this game. Physical, agitating. Brady Tkachuk, you can say the same. Number 7 was frustrated, but full credit. I'm talking not one, but 2 highlight reel goals. Tkachuk, and then, wow, what a rush from Luke Hughes. 4-4 tie. Overtime coming here, Brian.
Yeah, Slovak, even though the U.S., had a lot of shots in the second period, and now after 3 periods, they basically doubled up the shots on Slovakia. But in that second period, I could argue that Slovakia is going, okay, our goalie's seeing it. He's making some good saves. Their coverage was still solid, but the U.S. was doing what they had to do. Get some volume, get some shots to the net, turn this ship around. So Slovakia is in the defensive mode saying we've got a 3-goal lead 4-1, and we have to be able to play that way. And they did up until they didn't with a couple of great individual plays that you just talked about. Brady Tkachuk first. I've always felt that structure gives teams purpose. Great players win you big games. Great players win you championships. And 2 great players made 2 great plays, have inspired the U.S. Now for the Slovaks, the problem is they've basically been sitting back, or forced back is the better way to do it. So their top guys have lost a little bit of their push. They've lost a little bit of their feel for the game, especially that top line. Slavkovsky, Hrivik, and Solaric. That's been their best. Consistently since the tournament started. Have they lost a little bit? They're going to start here in overtime, but it's only 3-on-3. We'll see what happens skill-wise here.
You see Hrivik, Slavkovsky, Faravari to start. Nelson, Boldy, Werenski. 4-4 tie. Excited for overtime as the officials will.
Some issue here over at the timer's bench. Not sure what this is all about. Officials are even putting the headsets on. So this is interesting. Starting overtime. There is a play under review.
Did I miss something in overtime here, Brian?
You know what? They're not supposed to switch ends. You're not supposed to switch ends in international hockey. That's part of it.
Okay.
So they're getting the word like, yeah, they're not supposed to do that. We do it in the NHL. It makes it more difficult for the line changes. That's part of the reason they did it. So then it means all the forwards and the D have to switch within the bench, right? Because you have to get in the right spots for the line changes. So, all right, we got it straightened out.
Here we go, one more time. Overtime here at Ostrava. Slovakia, 9th place finish last year. USA lost that bronze medal to Latvia. And here we go, both trying to get back to the podium. Werenski. Brock Nelson. He'll lead for Boldy. Boldy. Little bit of speed around Slavkovsky. Boldy. And he missed Werenski all the way back to Trey Augustine.
3-on-3, what usually happens, you get a great scoring chance, and when it doesn't go in, it means that team is out of position, and then you're going to get a great one coming back the other way. That's what's great about 3-on-3 overtime.
Werenski brings it in, waits, shoots, and that was handled by Hlovaj, and he's going to hold it for a face-off.
I like the concept of the 3-on-3 because of that. There's so much open ice. Great skilled players can get in those mismatches. You're looking for 2-on-1s, but sometimes it's just a change of speed. You catch a guy who's tired. You get a line change at the right time. A guy come flying off the bench. Make that one long pass.
Here's Jones for USA. Seth Jones. He got all tripped up there by Kellerman. Kellerman. Gaudreau's back. Nemitz trying to break in. As Gaudreau took down Nemitz. Tkachuk back on the puck.
And that's the other thing. When a guy loses his footing or gets knocked down, now you got a mismatch.
Kellerman and Bolt taken down. Tkachuk, Pospisil. Kellerman, though, has got the puck backhand. Augustine stopped it. As the play continued, you got to play to the whistle. Everyone thought a call was coming. Nothing doing here at OT. Pospisil back at his own line. Gaudreau taken down. Pospisil gets the puck. Cherishnak in his own zone.
Oh, there's a mauling going over in front of the Slovak bench.
Thomas Tatar up front, drive, just one, rebound try. Trey Augustine got enough. Chipped in by Cherishnak. That was Johnny Gaudreau in front of the Slovak bench. And while that was happening, Slovaks were moving in.
It was like two puppies rolling around on the ground there, and they were holding Johnny Gaudreau down, so it was a mismatch of a 3-on-2 for the Slovaks.
Tatar, Cherishnak, he has Seagal in front. Cherishnak spinning, weak one, bobbling, and Trey Augustine is going to cover that up.
Boy, some interesting stuff has gone away from the play in this game.
That's the Chuck sandwich. He took both down there.
Yeah. They made it look good too. Both sides trying to draw a penalty. So you can see the top of the screen there. That's Johnny Gaudreau just coming back into the action. They're not showing you what happened right in front of the bench, however, there, what could have been a huge factor in favor of the Slovaks.
Werenski drops it back. Look out, Brock Nelson. Sukol there. Picked it off. Boldy. Nelson, maybe a 2-on-1. Nelson, Werenski. Nelson waits in, shoots. Oh, what a stop. And they'll play it quickly. Oh, a quick whistle.
Those are big factors too. Goaltenders are well aware of that, especially when you get two guys, like both U.S. guys went to the net here. And then they're sort of anticipating. And then if the goaltender wants to play it, now you've got two guys trapped. And that's exactly what Slovak was thinking about, but the whistle went. He was down on the puck to make sure, but then he wanted to play it forward. It would have been a 2-on-1 going the other way.
Alert play, Samuel Lovi. But now it's a face-off in Slovak territory, won by USA.
You know who I want to see come out here again is Hughes. This is his kind of game. And the way he scored that goal to tie things up, he's full of himself right now, and he's got room. We haven't seen him just yet.
Trevor Zegras with Pinto. And Werenski, who curls around, didn't like the setup. Pinto at center. Just over 2 to go in overtime, 4-4 game. Shane Pinto. Pinto being patient in his own zone. Werenski. Slafkovsky and Rybnik watching things. Werenski now up ice with Zegras. Werenski brings it in. Drops for Nelson. Nelson curls around, up for Zegras. Brock Nelson at the line. Turnover. Slafkovsky through center with Nemitz. Slafkovsky curls around. Brings it right back in. Juraj Slafkovsky couldn't get the shot away. Boldy poked it away, and Slafkovsky back on it. Boldy all over him. Boldy trying to steal. Slafkovsky got it to Nemitz. Here's Pospisil. Pospisil, some speed. Waits, dropped it back. Nemitz in, shoots wide. Rebounds out of the net. Pospisil missed it. Pospisil leaves. Nemitz, wrister, score! Simon Nemitz from the blue line. Slovakia wins in overtime.
It was Kellerman in front of the net that had a factor here too. The shot from the point, Kellerman is going to cruise right across in front of the field division. I don't think he got a piece of it. That had something to do with it. He's waving his stick in the air, and I just don't think that Augustine got a good look at that. This might be a better idea. See, here's the timing pattern. Did he get a piece of this? He did.
Oh, he did get it in front. Wow.
That's why.
He started the scoring and he ends it. Kellerman, what a deflection in front. And what a celebration here at Ostrava Arena.
Yeah, not much Augustine can do about that. He's in good position, but that got tweaked up another 2 or 3 inches, and it was the perfect play.
How calm is Craig Ramsey? Well, yeah. Then the big hug. Outstanding.
He had that look of, I got to lie down for a minute here.
So do we, partner. That was a heck of a game.
Good way to start this 2-game afternoon and evening here.
So player of the game from each side.
Team United States, number
Hughes with that incredible individual effort that pushed it to overtime. Luke Hughes gets player of the game.
Best player of Team Slovakia, number 31,
Lovi, the goaltender, and 39 saves for him. He was terrific, no doubt.
What a game. Pospisil, he was gritty. He had 3 assists. Kellerman, the 2 goals. He got the touch, the tip in front. And what a moment in the building. Up next, it'll be the national anthem of Slovakia, and we'll let the crowd take you home here.
Please rise before Everton for the national anthem of Slovakia. Dámy a pánové, zazní státní hymna Slovenska.
like you might have given your fans a heart attack in the third period, but what kind of relief did you feel when you saw that goal go in overtime?
It was amazing. Like we were controlling the game for a long time, and this can happen to us. But at the end, we won, and that's the most important thing. We're going for the next game.
Talk about controlling the game. You were very physical, especially yourself. How did that change things on the ice?
I think since the beginning, we set a tone, or they did as well. So we just try to keep up, and I'm just happy we won the game.
Marian Hossa was in the crowd today. What's it like to play in front of this atmosphere? It almost feels like a home crowd.
I have goosebumps right now because it's amazing atmosphere here, and all the people here, they support us and we feel it, so it's so helpful.
If you can answer this one in your language, what was this atmosphere like to play in and also get the win after a very close fought game?
Bolo to úžasné, ďakujeme vám všetkým. Ďakujeme. Thanks.
I don't know what you said. Brady, after fighting your way back into this game, how frustrating is it to lose in overtime?
Yeah, it hurts. Now we have 2 days to think about and be ready to go for next couple.
What did change in the third period that really lifted you guys and pushed this further?
Just consistent pressure. I'm not gonna lie to you, this one stings, and we just have to learn from it.
You're used to playing a really physical style of hockey, though, but how do you comment on the chippiness and just the aggression in this game?
Emotions got high. It's tough. No fighting in this tournament, so I'll leave it at that. It's physical, it's emotional, but too bad there's no fighting.
How did the crowd factor into this game?
It's you look back, it's pretty cool for people here in Europe who don't get to experience NHL hockey on a daily basis, and they came out and supported their team, and there's a pretty good atmosphere tonight.
Thank you.
Thank you.
That's it. Dobre. Marian!